What's going on, Toy Fan? Welcome back. We're here with another video, and we're looking at MEZCO's San Diego Comic-Con 2019 reveals. Lots to touch upon here, so let's not waste any time and get to it. So, Tommy, what we got? What we're looking at?
We will kick off with the 5 points of articulation line, which I know is not our normal sort of thing that we'd be looking at, but I think these are really fun.
Superheroes, Batman.
Yeah, we got the classic 60s Batman, Robin, and Batmobile there.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, I think these are 3 3/4 scale. I can't remember, but I'm sure that's the scale we're looking at. But
I think you're right. They
look really cool. Obviously, not much good for display photography because, as the name suggests, you've got 5 points of articulation. Yeah. So I would assume by looking at you got head swivel, up and down arms, up and down legs. Yeah, that's basically what you're getting out of it.
Yeah,
you're kind of old school Star Wars, Kenner.
Yeah, you know, any really toys that we had, kind of like Batman, like my old Batman Forever figures, and all the different gimmicks that used to come out with them. That's pretty much all they had. So but yeah, the fact that it comes with the vehicle, the Batmobile, the Adam West Batmobile is pretty.
I think that's great. I think that'll make a really nice little display piece.
Yeah.
And especially this time they showed Penguin, Catwoman, and Joker there.
Perfect.
Which are pretty cool. Penguin's got his little umbrella there. Yeah. I think these are really great. I'd like to know how much detail they've gone into. I'd like to know if you can still see a little bit of a moustache on the Joker or not. But
Caesar Romero. Well done.
I know it's the frame right there, but it just looks like, you know, that little frame that went around the peephole of Monica's apartment in Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just reminds me of that.
That's exactly what it looks like. But whether I don't know, I would assume they're going to kind of go, you know, like the NECA tiny horror things that they do, Toony Terrors, is it?
Yeah.
That line that they do where they kind of release them in packs.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that this would be a 3-pack and the Batman, Robin and Batmobile will be like a 3-pack sort of thing. Yeah. So I assume we would get something like that. But it might be just released as a big 5-pack.
Could be.
With the vehicle, you know, something like that. But they're pretty cool. You've got the Superman set, which is the old Fleischer Studios Superman cartoon from the 40s, I think it was. I remember I had this on video as a kid around the sort of time that the Batman 89 movie came out, and I went superhero mad.
We all do, I think.
Yeah.
I think my old man found this like cheap in some video store on Hounslow High Street and rocked home with it. And that was it. I was just sat there watching all these old 40s Superman cartoons. And I mean, they were pretty good. Like, the animation was amazing. And these are pretty faithful to that design. And I don't know if you can notice from the design of them, but this cartoon was probably the biggest influence visually on the Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, especially with the shoulders and the square chest.
Yeah, this is, I mean, basically
V taper.
Yeah, they were massive fans of this cartoon, and the whole visual style of it came from this one cartoon. They had that in their head when they made it.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a pretty cool little, you know, just these are more like display pieces. You're not going to be doing much with them, but they're really nice bits to have on your shelf. And I feel the same with the Scooby Doo. And like Karl had said previously, like the accessories with it look great.
Yeah. Those props look cool, don't they?
Yeah, cool props and really kind of nice designs.
Yeah.
And the more I look at this, the more I want them to do this in the 112.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think they could nail 112 Scooby Doo. I know they'll probably put their own kind of spin on it, like they do, but I'd prefer them to stay accurate to it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want fucking Fred to look I want him to have that stupid orange cravat and blue collar and white jumper over the top. You know, like he's got off the flares. Like that's you know, that's what they look like.
Spread, isn't it? The spread.
Yeah.
From your childhood.
Like Shaggy has to look like a hippie stoner.
Yeah,
like
big baggy green t-shirt and really stupid beard.
And I mean, it's ideal for like Shaggy would be perfect for MEZCO because like they don't even have to worry about their clothes not fitting correctly because Shaggy's didn't anyway.
Oh, it's baggy as hell.
Savage.
So it's fucking why they haven't made it yet is beyond me.
Yeah.
Don't hold
Easily
back.
tap into
Don't
that.
hold back.
If they're going to go into the old cartoon stuff with Popeye, you know, Christ, if fucking did a Banana Man, I'm on it. But yeah, hit us with some Scooby Doo, man. That's an untapped line. If they can get the license for it, boom, you got some.
Yeah, I mean, they must have some sort of license there because if they're making these, they must have some sort of license.
Yeah.
Whether it's for the scale, is causing an issue with licenses because, I mean, I buy MEZCO. I'm not MEZCO. Like, I'm not one of their religious followers. If I think MEZCO is shit, I will just say MEZCO is shit. But I want them to do an 66 Batman.
Mm-hmm.
This is the closest we've been to a 66 MEZCO Batman.
Yeah. Give us an Adam
fucking 112.
Give us it.
Like, you don't even have to make Robin if you don't want to. Just make the freaking Batman.
Yeah. If they're going to do...
I'd like the Robin. I'd like the Riddler.
Yeah. They've done Affleck. I'd like them to try and at least do some of the Dark Knight Bale stuff, if they can, and go through it. Skip over Clooney, and we already know Hot Toys are doing the Kilmer shit. But yeah, and they go, hit us with that Adam West love, man.
Yeah, we need a good... I mean, Hot Toys made the definitive one.
Yeah.
But we don't collect Hot Toys.
No.
We collect 112. We need a definitive Adam West Batman, because all we have is the Mattel.
Yeah. No, so hopefully Hot Toys do give us a 112 run and give MEZCO a run for their money.
Fingers crossed, because judging by the showings that we've got here from the 112s, they kind of need a bit of a kick up the arse, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll start off with my personal favourite reveal from them is Bluto.
Yes,
Awesome.
finally, Bluto.
Popeye.
A new Popeye.
Yeah.
Which makes me think this could be like a summer convention 2-pack. Or a MEZCO exclusive 2-pack. We've got summer 2020 down, so you're probably looking at winter 2074 by the time that releases.
Yeah.
But I can see it being like an exclusive 2-pack.
Yeah.
Myself.
Be nice if this Dioramas set came with it, but I doubt it.
No, because these were made by Crushbox Customs on Instagram.
Yeah, the one that Darius worked with for. Yeah.
He made all of these, all the dios that you see displayed at SDCC. He made for him. He's actually put up a pre-order for this. I think it's $274 or something like that for this. I think it's made out of like PVC and like it's not a foam and wood, like, you know, the kind of photography dios that we made. This is more of a display dio. Like, he's got a CNC router and he routes all the PVC plastic out and that. So it looks pretty cool.
It's time the company started reaching out to us to build their dios and take their promotional shots. So it's nice that dream is achievable. So well done to Darius and well done to Crash.
Certainly, I think they've stepped up. Crushbox has done some really great work as well with the MEZCO stuff. Conan, another good one. We're kind of going in my order of favourites here, actually, because I really like this Conan. It doesn't look great on the articulation front, but it's a MEZCO. I don't expect it to be great.
I'm going to spice up a bit. I'm not really keen on this. I'm not sold on the body.
It's a very... I'll dig out the... I can't remember who made it, but I'll dig out the poster for you after this.
Yeah.
It's based off an old classic.
I can imagine it's comic accurate or poster artwork accurate.
That's go back to the Storm video. That body was really good. Yeah.
For a sort of Arnie-ish looking one with a comic style, for sure. I know this obviously it looks like it's taken straight from the poster in terms of
it's literally
the striations and the vascularity of the body. Yeah,
and the scarring and it's all based very specifically off that, and I think it's a really good looking figure. It's got single jointed elbows.
Yeah.
they've said it's going to have a new design, basically, that gives you more range out of their single jointed elbows.
2021, man, seriously?
Yeah, 2021, which at least
winter 2021.
It might just be that they're being a bit more realistic now with their. But I felt like the only thing that cracks me up really is that it's in the 112 line, and the only cloth I can see is his pants. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I think this would have been better.
Tufts of fur around his boots, probably.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, they look plastic to me. In this, I mean, they're standing off of the boots. You know.
Well, let me ask you this: I know none of us actually own the figure, but was there any cloth at all on that Gladiator Hulk from Ragnarok? Was that just straight plastic? Was there? Yeah,
there was all the leather parts and everything were cloth, like all around the skirt and stuff. So again, that's kind of, I think that had a little bit more than this, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think this works better if they'd have done this in the same sort of line that they'd done Kong. Like, this would have worked better for that, for me.
Definitely.
I don't think this needs to be a 112. They could have got away with maybe a little bit less articulation. It's hardly got a lot of articulation as it is, has it? So I think they could have tried to keep it at that, maybe charge like 40 quid.
Yeah.
And it would have had a definite buy from me. But as it stands, when this comes out, 80 quid. Going to be pushing it, you know.
I'm looking at the accessories. I mean, obviously, we've got the shield, sword. I don't know if that's something by his right foot on the ground or if that's just part of the dio.
It's a ball and chain, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a mace.
A mace. Possible interchangeable. Obviously, you're going to get interchangeable hands, but maybe an interchangeable head, an extra head of him.
Possibly. The trouble is they've been really skimping on accessories on some figures.
Yeah.
Like when the line first came out, I remember they were interviewing, like, was it Pierre that used to work for him? They were interviewing him. This was around the time that they'd just done the Batman, Dark Knight, they'd done Judge Dredd, and they were just coming out with, like, their superhero stuff, you know? Like, they had the BVS stuff come in. I think they might have showed off, like, a couple of other ones, and they were saying, like, this is going to be a big collector heavy line. They're all going to have alternate hands, they're all going to have alternate heads, they're all going to have accessories.
Yeah.
If you look at it now, some figures like Daredevil, he's got an alternate head, 3 pairs of hands, and 2 sticks.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
On both versions too.
And then you've got other ones like Diabolic that's got loads.
Yeah.
Like, it seems that they kind of look at ones that they know are going to sell and ones that they need to pack accessories within to sell.
Yeah.
As opposed to just doing it as that sort of line like they were meant to. But that's just my views on that. But we'll get away from my views and carry on looking at what they actually showed us. We've got a Morbius.
Okay. We do, and I actually want to get this Morbius for show to go along with my blade.
Yeah, he'll work great with your blade.
Yeah, obviously, again, going on to the accessories part, I don't know what kind of accessories, apart from hands and a head, he would come with. I think it's probably going to be one, like you say, that will be skimping on accessories.
I would think so, but as long as all you need with Morbius is probably the head.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you've got I'd like 2 heads, really.
Yeah.
You want that kind of relaxed head that he's got there, then you'd want a scowling head, then you'd want a teeth head, you know? Yeah. But I think
if you're going to scrimp on accessories and things, you might as well you can chuck in an extra head, you know?
Yeah, exactly, because there's very few things. It's the same, my argument with Daredevil is there's not that much you can give Daredevil.
No.
So give him an unmasked head.
Yeah, unmasked, beaten up head. With a bloodied mouth area, they could make it up to us in other ways.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be crammed in with all these tiny little accessories. As much as I love them because they look great in setups.
Yeah.
Just if you can't put them in, at least make the package worthwhile. But I think if you've got 3 heads with this Morbius, it would be a good buy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty underrepresented figure-wise. We've got the Legends one.
Yeah, we were due
Legends,
redo.
We're due an update in Legends, and I'll be completely honest. If they update the Legends, I'd buy that over this.
Yeah,
myself. But generally, bar the Mayfix Spider-Man, all my Spider-Man shelf is all Legends. Like this isn't really gonna fit with what it is, but I think it's quite a nice looking figure.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have the same issue with next contestant. My X-Men shelf is all Legends, pretty much. Yeah. I'm going to try and squeeze the odd Mayfix in. But this is the first time we've seen Gambit. We obviously got the magazine scan from New York Toy Fair.
Yeah.
But this is our first actual showing of him. And he looks pretty good, I will admit. I think the jacket's a little bit big, a little bit bulky, but as I've always said in MEZCO Defense, there's only so much you can do with cloth at this scale.
Yeah.
So you're kind of working, you can either overlook it or you can't, basically. It's one of those things, That's why there's a lot of lovers and haters in the MEZCO community, really. And that's probably why MEZCO fans are so staunchly all about MEZCO, is because they've had so much grief from people, because some people hate it as well, so they'll go completely the other way.
Yeah, it's one of those complete divides.
Yeah. But I think this is quite nice. I think
the head sculpt's nice.
Head sculpt's nice, but the head sculpt kind of just looks like a better painted Legends one.
Yeah.
Like they've gone the same hairstyle, I mean, it's obviously a classic Gambit thing, but
well, the Legends had a bit of personality, had a bit of a
bit of a smirk on him. But again, we'll probably get an alternate head, but it'll probably be an angry head,
Yeah.
I'd prefer, Gambit's always been in my head anyway, from what I remember, like the cheeky, sort of rogue. So I think the head, it's a nice head. We'll say it's a good head sculpt. I think the chest looks nice.
Done the armoured plating on his body pretty well. The articulation's like there.
But it'll be like Thor, I would think it'll be pretty non-existent. I mean, it almost looks like there's a cut in it. But it wouldn't make any sense because MEZCO don't do that sort of ab crunch anyway because of the cloth, So we'll see. They might have put a little bit of a cut in there so you can work the crunch at least a little bit.
And it looks like the knee armour fits into the boots as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine, but the bottom line, MEZCO have always been more about the look than the posing.
Yeah.
Like they're going for the 112 Hot Toys kind of vibe,
Yeah.
And they're not known for their posing. MEZCO aren't known for their posing at the end of the day.
No.
You're not going to buy, if you want to get crazy poses out of it, buy the Legends and work at it, or buy the Regal Tech.
Yeah.
And hope it doesn't fall apart.
No.
If you want one that stands on your shelf and looks good, stand in there, non-dynamically, because if you leave it too dynamically, it's going to crease all the fucking clothes.
Yeah.
This is the one for you.
Yeah.
So I think it's good. The other thing is the accessory that he's holding looks a bit shit.
Yeah.
The downside for me with the Legends was that it was just like a pink translucent card. You couldn't see the card.
No.
But for 20 quid, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
For
if you look at the
70,
ankle,
80.
If you look at the ankle, it looks like the shin bit just overhangs the foot slightly. So that's going to impede the articulation there, isn't it?
Well, let's face it, it's a MEZCO ankle, and it's going to be shit.
It is though, without doing stuff like that.
But it's mainly that card bit that's kind of thrown me. I was hoping that it was going to be a better batch of accessories. But I mean, this is the only one we've seen. But I thought if they were going to show this for the first time, they might have put a better accessory out with it.
Yeah.
But it's a nice looking Gambit. You can't deny that it's a nice. Like you can tell that it's a 90s Jim Lee Gambit right there.
100%. Be interesting to see how this stacks up with when we get to it, Mafex's Gambit.
Yeah, let's hope that we actually get one.
Yeah.
I would think it will come at some point. We finish off. I mean, we've seen it quite a lot, but I wanted to throw it up anyway because it does look fucking cool. It is Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that thing. Look at that bike. Fuck's sake. Look at that.
Look at that chain. It's just on fire, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a mental looking figure in it.
I hope they do. It would be nice if they did. If they gave us an alternate head where the flames are like flying backwards. So it looked like when he's riding his bike, the flames are, like some sense of motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this needs.
And with his jaw open as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get that with this. We need at least 2 head sculpts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this will be like a Dulux set, like they've done with Dread and the Lawmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like they might do this as selling Ghost Rider on his own,
and
then a Dulux set with the bike, and then maybe the bike on its own.
Yeah.
They might go down that route. They might just sell it as a set, but I think it's a pretty cool set.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, and you get some light behind those translucent fire, and
that's going to pop. And
yeah,
I mean that's a cool looking figure. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that bike is a work of art. It really is.
That's a piece. I'm just looking at the details now, just all the way down from the fenders and just everything, all the detail in the engine area.
It's something else.
Yeah,
it's literally something else, and
airfield was amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to say that I will own this, but I dread to think how much this is going to actually cost.
Yeah,
and I don't like Ghost Rider enough to justify how much that is going to cost.
No,
like you're looking at probably around the 200 mark, I would think, for that. Easy.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to be a big Ghost Rider fan to drop that, or a MEZCO fan, because a lot of MEZCO people will just buy it because they're completionists, which is fair enough. Like, you collect what you want to collect. I'm not going to knock you for getting what you want to get.
No, sure.
But that's going to be a lot of wedge to drop in one hit. But I'm sure it will actually be worth the money. 100%. So I think that pretty much wraps up MEZCO, apart from the one thing that they teased.
The tease.
And didn't give us any more.
No.
So I don't know who took the photo, but the photo was popping up all over the internet like crazy over SDCC. And it's Thanos.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's a comic Thanos. By the look of it, and I'll be honest, to me, kind of looks like the Select.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So they've based it off the same look, obviously, as the Select. You got like the big gold braces around the gloves and boots, and we can only imagine what the front looks like because this is all we got.
That's it.
We saw this, and they never brought it back out.
Nah.
Like I think this was on the Friday as well. Yeah. This photo popped up, and then was like, "Oh, maybe that's like the Saturday reveal," and it didn't come.
Nope.
So it's like, "Oh, well, maybe they're doing it on Sunday," so it kind of like brings the focus back to MEZCO. Nope.
It'll be New York, innit?
So yeah, I think it'll either be New York or it'll be a drop before. They'll just do one of their random drops.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject, actually, just before SDCC, this is why I forgot to bring it up because it wasn't actually technically revealed at SDCC.
All right.
They dropped the Far From Home SpiderMan.
Yes, they did.
Which I appeared to have forgotten to send through as a photo, but
you sent it. I've got it.
Oh yeah, I've done it separately, didn't I? So we've got that, which is basically looks like a recolor of the Homecoming one that they released.
Yeah,
which you can't knock them for because that's exactly what the suit is.
Yeah, just with black lining instead of blue.
I think the gloves might be slightly different, but
yeah,
it's kind of the same. But you get the Peter Parker head sculpt with this one that you didn't get with the first one. You only got that with the Homecoming.
And the glasses.
And
the Edna glasses, Edith glasses.
Edith glasses.
2 heads. That some of those webs are new as well. I think the 2 big web designs there are new.
Yeah. Is that a webbed up backpack looking thing? Or is that looks like a web on a face? Yeah,
it looks like you can slip that over someone's.
Yeah.
So I don't remember him doing that in the film, but I've only seen the film once. And it was quite a while back, so
yeah,
I can't remember. But it's quite a cool looking figure. I mean, my main issue with this, and it was the same with the other one, is that the waist portion seems very high.
Yeah.
In comparison to where the crotch is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that needs to be a little bit lower.
Right down.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that is obviously it's a tight suit and it's cloth, so it where it stretches across the crotch, it's probably maybe like 1/8 of an inch below where it would naturally sit.
Yeah.
Like due to the split, like if you spread the legs, I think that kind of drops down a little bit more and looks a bit natural, but in a standing vanilla pose like that, it looks a bit too high to me.
And if you bring him up posing wise, like with his knees or legs up towards the front, well, if he's swinging, then it'll hide that gap. But I mean, that's just for posing for a picture. In terms of vanilla stance like this, yeah, it does seem quite high actually.
Yeah, but I mean, it's quite cool. I still prefer the Homecoming suit because it's a bit more classic coloured.
Yeah, this one they're trying to go for like Miles Morales-ish nod.
Yeah, that is, I think, what they were going for. And it's a cool looking suit, but I still prefer the colours of the first one.
Yeah, same here.
But if you wanted the head sculpt, you want the glasses, because you're not going to get those glasses, I think, with any other figure unless Hasbro do another re-release, because they're not coming with the SHF one, because I think that's already started to drop.
The SHF one? Yeah.
Oh no, I think it might be the reissue of the Homecoming one that started to drop actually, and this one might not be too far off.
Because they're bringing out the stealth suit, aren't they? So
they got the stealth suit. They've got this suit as well, SHF, and they've just re-released the Homecoming suit under the Far From Home banner.
Oh dear, yeah, Mayfix cleaned them up on that, the SHF. But what are the odds if MEZCO drop a stealth suit, like later down the line?
It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. I mean, I'd need a 1/12 scale Night Monkey in my collection somewhere.
For sure.
I may end up getting the Hasbro one, just to have one. Cause I don't do MCU figures at all, but Spider-Man is a different matter, you know. I love the Spider-Man films.
I saw someone take the legends of this particular suit and he customized it in a way. Something I've always wanted to keep doing with especially legends figures, and basically he just took a matte gloss to the entire figure, which took all the sheen and plasticky look off of it, and it looked awesome. Then he just went in with a very, very fine Sharpie and just did all the web lines, transformed the figure entirely, just by taking that plasticky sheen off it and then just filling in a little bit of detail, and it looked awesome for a legend.
Yeah, this is like a legend can look good.
Fair play for that. Hopefully we do get a Night Monkey, because I would like to see a Night Monkey in MEZCO form. That'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great one, because the SHF looks alright, but I don't think the SHF looks any better than Legends.
Yeah.
I think seeing it in a MEZCO. You can defend them all you want, Karl. I don't see the difference there. But I do see the difference. That's a lot. I do see the difference. I don't see
SHF
65. Yeah, I don't see £65 worth of difference.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. I think that is the problem. There is a slight difference, I think, with quality, but is it justifiable? Can you spend the extra just when Legends is a bargain?
Yeah, but again, it depends on how much you like the figures.
Yeah,
and how much you like the characters at the end of the day.
Yeah,
because there's no denying they are better, but like I say, it's just how much you can justify on. Is it £65 better?
My first Spider-Man, would I buy that? Don't know.
Yeah. If you're invested in the SHF line, it's a different matter entirely.
Yeah, they're killing it with Iron Man figures.
No doubt. But anyway, they're not Mezco, so.
No, they're not. So is that all we have from MEZCO? Is that all they
That is pretty much all they dropped. It was
Cool.
not the best showing from them, but they're so far behind on releasing figures.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see
I
Havoc
don't mind.
again. Lockjaw. They keep showing that one. They didn't this year.
No, Black Bolt and Lockjaw.
Black Bolt.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't there. They still haven't shown the Flash since last SD. Was it last SDCC or NYCC? Yeah, I think he's gone.
Yeah.
I see on the MEZCO groups a lot of people desperately hoping that he's still coming, and it's just like probably not now. Like Justice League tanked.
Yeah.
Big time.
The Flash movie doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon.
They've changed about 20. They've had more directors than I've had fucking hot cups of tea.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I know they keep teasing the Magneto, but we've seen Magneto constantly all the time.
Yeah. So I think pretty much everything else they had there we've seen.
Yeah. So this is a new shit.
But I'm happy with that. Like, catch up on the shit you need to release.
Oh,
then start showing me new shit.
Sorry, one we did forget to mention: Iron Fist.
We forgot Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Man, that looks bad.
It looks like someone's made a 1/12 scale potato sack, shoved a figure in it,
Savage as fuck.
and gone. Yeah, that's Iron Fist. That'll do.
Shots fired.
But I don't think it would take much to fix it either. That's the thing. It would not take much to fix that.
Did you even see glowing hands on him? I didn't see any.
Nope, I haven't seen any glowing hands. For some reason, my picture of him is not loading because I'm looking at it on my iPad now. I can't find the bloody picture of it. But it needs a sash.
Yeah.
Desperately needs a sash.
Otherwise, this looks like a fucking onesie.
Yeah, I've been chatting to a couple of people about I was chatting to Marty, who's obviously one of the biggest comic heads I know.
Yeah.
And he said it has looked like this in the books, but I've found less images of it looking like this than I have of it looking
it's kind of
like Iron Fist.
Yeah, if you're going to do a obscure design, you know what MEZCO are like. They like to put their own little flair on their designs. But the 1/12 cloth soft goods makers out there will be instantly hitting that with a sash. If they don't change it, if they release it with that one, then you're going to have to go to the party.
I think they're going to have to do it. But hopefully they seem to be alright at listening to feedback, and hopefully they might have put Iron Fist out just to get feedback to see what the reaction was in the community, and I don't think it's been overwhelmingly positive. Looking at that.
They've only just started doing interviews again at Comic-Con because they weren't doing them for a while.
No, they cut it out, and I think that was Boog was there hitting them with some pretty serious shit, like wired capes and making them very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Which is what you want from an interview, really.
Put them under pressure.
Yeah. And they couldn't respond, and they're still not putting wire in their capes, are they? So it didn't get anywhere. But I think that was a big ball drop with that Iron Fist. It's not good.
Nah.
I'm being polite as I can here because I'd quite like a good Iron Fist figure from him.
Yeah, same.
I think all the legends. Keep it clean, Karl. It's a family show.
I mean, there's no point doing a Netflix one. All he did was wear a fucking suit or hoodie. That's it. So there's no point doing it. So give us a comic one.
I haven't liked any of the Legends ones because they're all on the pizza Spider-Man body, which is shit.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll go back to the drawing board on this one, and we'll get the Iron Fist that we deserve. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. You can only hope. Okay, I think that is now.
Yes, that is it. Well remembered.
All right, then, guys. That is it. We will see you in the next one with the next company. Take it easy.